Hi everyone, welcome to the video. This video I'm going to be talking about everything you need to consider when you go to price a job, a gardening job that is. Just want to say that regular watchers of my channel, this video is a little bit different, so it might not be for you. So if that's the case, then fair enough, apologies. But I've got some videos coming of things I'm doing in the allotment. I've got some chicken videos coming up as well, so yeah, so don't worry. For those of you who are here because you've maybe set up as a self-employed gardener, or you've been doing it for a little while and you just sort of keep researching and looking at things, then this video will probably be for you. I just want to mention as well that I do plan on doing a little series of videos like this, more sort of the business side, behind the scenes, like how I've set up, you know, everything like that, how I price jobs. I'm going to do a couple of videos on pricing jobs, and I'm going to be honest and upfront with my pricing, with examples as well. Sorry, I think that's getting quite bright there, the windows just there. I'll crack on for a bit, but then I might need to change that. So yeah, so I'll do some pricing videos with real examples, and I'll put a photograph on the screen, because I take photos at every job as well when I'm pricing and things. So I'll put a photograph on, and then I'll point out things, just what I look for, that goes into making a price up. And it's worth noting as well, now I've only been doing this a month. Now the reason for doing these videos is because when I was researching, before I started up, there weren't too many things out there with regards to pricing and the business side of things. There's loads of videos out there on hedge trimming, you know, cutting grass, all the rest of it, lawn care and things, and they're all really good videos, and I've learned so much, so check them all out. There's people better than me doing it. But I just want to do these videos just you know, to give you an insight on how I do things, rightly or wrongly. I've been going for a month now. I've been doing it for friends and family for years. You know, I've made just under £2 this past month, so it's absolutely flying. I'm fully booked for the next few weeks. I've got, I think, 7 or 8 regulars with I think about probably 6 or 7 that I'm pricing this week. So I could have another 6 or 7, probably get 4 or 5 of them, as well as one-off jobs. So yeah, so if that sounds like it interests you, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, so when I upload you know, more videos, you'll be getting notified of that. So yeah, so this video, I've got me notes here as well in my little mastermind chair. So this is going to be everything I consider when I go to price a job. You know, so there's lots of things. Some are obvious, some maybe not so, but this is my sort of list that I think every time I go to a job. So first one is, how far will you travel? Yeah, so the first thing, so when you get a message or a telephone call, you've got to ask them whereabouts are you, and just weigh it up. Everyone's different, so you might have your own area which you don't want to go out of. You might be willing to travel a little bit more, especially when you're just starting, just to build up the custom and get some money in as well, obviously, most important thing. So you just got to weigh it up. Obviously it's costing you fuel to get there, so that is purely down to you. How far do you want to travel? That's a simple one. Now when you get there, you know, you've got to weigh up how long it's going to take you. So everyone has their own set of goals, and I'm sorry for this brightness as well, but we'll just crack on. So do you have an hourly rate? Don't tell the customer that. Do you have your own personal hourly rate that you would be happy earning? I price per job, I don't price per hour. Reason being, if you tell a customer this is going to take approximately 2 hours, you might get done in an hour and a half. You know, but they might expect you to be there for 2 hours. They'll be like, well, we paid you for 2 hours. But you're like, well, I've finished. You know, you'll be sat there twiddling your thumbs, and obviously time's money. You could be going to your next job or going home, doing a few quotes, whatever. So personally, I wouldn't price by the hour. So yeah, just weigh up how long it's going to take you, and then just work out roughly what you'd be happy doing. doing it for? That's what I ask myself. You know, it's hard when you're starting to know what everyone else would charge. It depends on area as well. So I sort of ask myself, you know, what would I be happy doing this for? What would be worth my while doing it for? And then if they're not happy, fair enough. I mean, if you're getting lots of calls and messages, you know, if you don't get that job, move on to the next one. You know, if you're a bit worried and you know you're not getting too many calls and messages, just go a bit lower. You know, try and get the job. Depends again, personal circumstances. So one quite major thing to consider really, is it a one-off or is it a regular job? You know, are they wanting you every fortnight? If it's a one-off, you can maybe charge a little bit more. You know, within reason, don't, you know, genuinely charge a little bit more, don't fleece them. I'm just going to do that. Better. Or, you know, if it's a regular job, or if they're wanting you to get extra, you know, they might have extra jobs for you throughout the year, you might want to price a little bit low, so, you know, they don't sort of turn you away. You know, just judging of, do you want to work for them as well? It's a two-way street. You know, what vibes are you getting from them? You know, chat to them. You know, try and find out as much as you can sort of about their gardening habits, you know. Is the garden solely going to be your responsibility, or do they potter about a bit as well? You know, get to know your customer, and then, you know, you might not want to work for them, which is fair enough. You know, I had one the other week where I, you know, wasn't getting good vibes from them, you know, and I ended up knocking it back. That's, you know, that's the nature of it. So again, just judge yourself. That's the best thing you can do, really. An obvious one. What does the job involve? When they're telling you about a job, get them to be as specific as possible. This sun, man. You know, ask them questions. You know, make sure you know exactly what they're wanting, so after the job is finished, there'll be no surprises. You know, they won't be saying, oh well, I thought you were going to do this, I thought you were going to do that. You know, be specific, and when I give a price, when I tell them, I itemise it, so I'll say, right, so if it's a regular maintenance job, average £25–30, I'll say, right, I'll charge you £30, it's going to be grass cut, borders, weeding, edging, hang on baskets, pots, whatever, but be specific so there's no surprises. And you know, if you have to do extra little things, they might say, oh, I bought a few bedding plants here, I've got a few pots there, would you mind just putting them in there, you know, potting them up, I've got a bag of compost. Yeah, fine, you know, you do little favours like that, fine, but you know, they might say, oh, can you paint that decking? Well, not really, that would be an extra job. So I do tend to tell people beforehand, so this is what I'm doing it for, this is the £30 for this, this, this and this. Anything else, you know, I would have to charge a little bit more. And just be honest with them, that tends to work. People appreciate honesty, and the majority of people will be fine, you know, they'll expect that, so don't worry about that. As well, is the job dangerous as well? Is it, you know, does it involve a height? Is it ladder work, you know? Is it strenuous? Is it lots of digging? Are you going to have a bad back the next morning and not be able to get out of bed? You know, you might want to charge a little bit extra for that, because you're going to have to get up the next day probably, you know, and go to work again. So it's got to be worth your while, you know. And what I sort of tell people, and what I certainly think, yes, people pay for you to do the job, to get the job done, fine, but they're paying for you to do it for them. You know, they're paying for the convenience of not having to do it themselves. Now, for me, I think that is the most important thing. So when you're just starting out and you're telling people prices, you might be a little bit nervous and a little bit reluctant to tell them the price, but have confidence in yourself. You know, you're doing them a favour. You know, they might be too busy to do it themselves. You know, you're being the person, you know, the convenience for them. So that's important. You know, so don't sell yourself short. You know, and as you're pricing jobs, you know, you'll get more confident and more chatty with them, and you know, you'll come across better. You know, so don't worry about the start. You know, you'll grow into it, honestly. And you know, if there's any, it's worth saying as well, if there's any things I've covered here you want us to go deeper into, or something that you feel that I maybe should have covered, pop them below, pop the comments and questions below, and I'm happy to do another video. So yeah, just pop anything below and I'll have a look through, and as I say, happy to do some more videos on this. Another thing, you're going to be using your tools or theirs. This ties in a little bit to access as well, so do they have access around the side, around the back, or do you have to go through the house? Because there was a job I did last week or 2 weeks ago, I think now, the only access was through a house, and she told us that in the message, to be fair to us, so I immediately thought there's no way I'm carting heavy lawnmowers, dirty lawnmowers full of grass, you know, in and out of the house. It just wasn't happening, but she said she had her own tools, so I thought, right, fair enough. So just weigh everything up, so that might be a factor in whether you even want the job or not. I think she'd had trouble finding gardeners, so you know, I don't think she could get really anyone to come in and even give her a price for things. But I was just starting out. That was one of the earlier jobs, actually. I think it was a bit more than a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, so I wanted to just build my contacts and things. So and it was a good sized job. So yeah, so obviously if you're using your own tools, if it's you know, strimmer and lawnmower, it'll be your fuel. You know, you have to pay and maintain these tools. So you just want to factor everything in really on that one again. It's not a big one, that, you know, if you have to use if you use their tools, great. If you have to use your own, well, you're a gardener, you're going to be using your own tools anyway, so it's not a big one, but just maybe something to ask about, not necessarily because of the price, but just for the, you know, the convenience of it all and things, especially if the access is poor. Right, so last one here. It might be more if you're new to the job, but do you want to build a presence in a particular area? So there's an area near me, a massive housing estate, thousands of houses. It was once, I think, one of the biggest estates in Europe. You know, so I've priced a couple of jobs down a little bit to make sure I get the jobs. You know, and I know I'm going to do a good job of it as well. I'm, you know, confident in my ability to, you know, go the extra mile and things and really, you know, do a good job. And if the customer, and if the customer isn't happy, for whatever reason, I know I'll sort it out for them. 2 seconds. A bit better. You know, that wasn't the case. They loved it, and all my jobs that I've done a really good job, and the customers have always been really happy. But yeah, so you know, I want to build a presence in that estate. So I'll price probably the next few jobs down a little bit to make sure I get the jobs. Not too low though, because you don't want to, you know, have a reputation for being cheap, because I don't think cheap is necessarily good, because people might expect just a cheap job then, you know. I don't like the word cheap either. I think it sort of has negative connotations. I'd say more sort of good value is better than cheap, but anyway. So yeah, so you know, is there an area you want to build a presence in? So all those things are important, and it's a mental checklist every time I go to a house. I always take pictures as well. Sometimes you're maybe not too sure, and you might say, well, I'll take some pictures, let us go back, you know, I'll contact you tonight or tomorrow or whatever, and then you can have a think about it. But the more you do it, the more you'll know, and it's better to give them the price there and then, because hopefully, and take your diary with you as well, and then you can just get it all booked in there and then. You know, because if you go away, they might sort of start thinking, oh well, I'll get someone else, I wasn't too sure, whatever. But if you can get it booked in there and then give them the price there and then, you know, they might be under a little bit more pressure just to say yes because you're there, you know, which, you know, it's one of those things that happens. So better to do it on the day, but if not, if it's a bit bigger job, you know, it's fine. If you're polite and courteous and get back to them when you say you know you're going to do that, that'll stand you in such good stead. You know, it's surprising the amount of people who just don't get back to you, and or take ages or whatever. And it's important, if you're going to say you're going to do something, you know, do it. Always be polite. So yeah, I think that's probably come to the end of this video. Apologies for the sun. I'll be doing some more of these. As I say, I'll do a little series of these, definitely some pricing jobs, with examples as well, take some pictures. So yeah, so if you've enjoyed this anyway, if it's been useful, hit the thumbs up. Anything else you want us to talk about? I think I'm in shadow now as well, it's ridiculous. Anyway, yeah, anything you want us to talk over again, go in depth a little bit more about, drop them in the comments. Tell us as well, you know, have you just started, you know, how many regular customers have you got, you know, pop it all up below, you know, I'll have a read through everything and you know, obviously answer any questions you might have. So thanks for watching anyway, I'll end it there, and yeah, there'll be definitely some more videos like this coming shortly, so thanks for watching.